Two of the hottest names in laptops, but which one really delivers? On the left, the Dell XPS 15, premium power in a classic professional shell. And on the right, the Razer Blade 15, sleek, stylish, and truly made for gamers. Let's skip the buzzwords and dive into the real differences. Each category earns points, and you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might just surprise you. Okay, before we get all hyped up, here's the game plan. We're going to pit these machines against each other in all the must-know categories: price, performance, battery life, gaming and graphics, design and build, display, connectivity and ports, and of course, portability. Think of it like your mental checklist for buying a new laptop. All right, first up is price. So the Dell XPS 15, and honestly, this thing kind of punches above its weight in the premium category if we're talking about value. You can usually find models that feel pretty high-end but don't nuke your wallet. Sure, if you go all in on the absolute top model, it'll cost you. But most folks find an affordable config without sacrificing much. Now, let's look at the Razer Blade 15. This one, total gaming flex, right? It's got excellent performance for the price, but oh man, especially with those top specs, your bank account might shed a tear. So yeah, for most people, Dell XPS 15 takes it here. Jumping into performance next, this is where things start to get spicy. Dell XPS 15 is solid, don't get me wrong. Great CPUs, definitely enough for everyday stuff or creative work. But then, you look at the GPU. RTX 3050 Ti is nice on paper, but it can't really keep up in pure gaming. Now, the Razer Blade 15, absolute beast. We're talking RTX 4060, even 3080 Ti if you want. Multi-core performance is up to 17% better. And seriously, gaming FPS, it's just on another planet. If you need muscle, the Blade's got it. The catch? It does run hotter. But for gaming power, Razer Blade 15 is the winner here, no doubt. Next category is battery life. Honestly, real-world stamina matters way more than those marketing numbers, right? Dell XPS 15 is, wow, surprisingly good. 9 or 10 hours off the plug, thanks to its beefy 86 watt-hour battery. If you're just web surfing or streaming, you'll get through your whole workday easy. Performance drains the battery a bit quicker, but that's normal. Meanwhile, Razer Blade 15 does okay for a gaming machine. 80 watt-hour battery, 5 or 6 hours usual use. And once you fire up a game, yeah, it drinks juice like crazy. So, if you need battery life to survive airports or coffee shops, Dell XPS 15 wins hands down. Oh, and here's something cool for laptop geeks. Did you know the Dell XPS line took design cues from the smooth lines of Italian sports cars, while the Razer Blade 15's attitude comes straight from what esports players demanded for tournaments? Neat, right? All right, let's talk gaming and graphics. This one's pretty obvious, but gotta break it down. Dell XPS 15 can do casual gaming, and the display's super pretty. But with RTX 3050/3050 Ti, it's kind of like bringing a butter knife to a sword fight. So for games, it's just not built for that. But the Razer Blade 15, sheesh. 3080 Ti, 4060, these are legit gaming laptops with all kinds of high-end display options. 360Hz, QHD, 4K. It'll chew through any title, no sweat. Sure, you get the usual gaming heat, but for pure power, Razer Blade 15 slays. Moving on, design and build. Now, both of these are seriously premium. Dell XPS 15 feels super minimalist. Ultra sleek, aluminum and carbon fiber. Feels high-end. Looks executive. It's slim and light, totally business vibes. One knock, it's a little safe if you want something bold. Compare that to the Razer Blade 15, matte black CNC aluminum. Some slick gamer details like the RGB keyboard. Has that subtle, I'm here to play look. Downside, attracts fingerprints, and it's a tad heavier. But style-wise, they're both awesome. So honestly, I'm calling this one a tie. Next up, display. Dell XPS 15, it's got some beautiful screens. 3.5K OLED, 4K touch, and brightness up to 500 nits. Absolute eye candy. And those tiny bezels, just chef's kiss. Only bummer is 60 Hz max refresh, so not great for Twitch gaming. Razer Blade 15, though, goes all in on speed. 144 Hz, 240 Hz, even 360 Hz if you want. QHD+, 4K OLED too. Color's super punchy, great for games. But it doesn't get quite as bright, about 300 nits. And most models skip the touchscreen. So both have their strengths, but I'm giving them a tie. Depends what you love more, speed or visuals. All right, let's talk connectivity and ports. Dell XPS 15 goes all out modern, with Thunderbolt 4, tons of USB-C, and the SD card slot. Creators love that. Only annoying thing, no USB-A. Adapter life, am I right? Razer Blade 15, on the other hand, is more of an all-in-one. It's got USB-A and USB-C, an HDMI 2.1 port, and it's way easier to plug in older peripherals. Downside, You get fewer Thunderbolt ports overall. So Dell XPS 15 actually sneaks in as the winner here, especially if you need pro connectivity. Last one, portability. Dell XPS 15 is lighter, sleeker, and looks totally professional. If you're hauling your laptop to meetings, airports, or classrooms all the time, this one's super easy on your back. Sure, it can get warm, but it's the classic business buddy laptop. The Razer Blade 15, still slim, especially for a gaming laptop, but the dedicated GPU does make it heavier. It's not bad, just a little more of a commitment if you pack it daily. Dell XPS 15 gets the nod for portability. Let's visualize this showdown. On our comparison radar, Dell XPS 15 dominates in price, battery life, connectivity, and portability. Razer Blade 15 pulls ahead big time in performance and gaming, while both are locked in for design and display. Makes it pretty clear which strengths you're getting. So, what's my take? If you want a laptop for work, creativity, media, or just everyday life, and battery life, portability, and those pro features matter most, Dell XPS 15 is a killer choice. But if you're all in for hardcore gaming, crazy graphics, or you just need that RGB swag, go Razer Blade 15 and never look back. Both are awesome, but honestly, the best one kinda depends on what you actually do. If this battle helped you decide, or just made laptop shopping less boring, hit that follow. I've got tons more deep dives, crazy comparisons, and all the nerdy details coming up. Don't miss out.